So it's a multicenter study. It's a collaborative IMSS-Cox and MAGNIMS study where we aim to apply machine learning models to identify cognitive phenotypes in MS. So far, we have a cohort of 1,089 participants, but of course, it's an ongoing study. So there are other centers that are willing to join. And if there are other centers willing to join, they might get in touch. Of course, we are always happy to collaborate. What we found so far are actually 4 groups of participants. The number of clusters was defined using a machine learning technique. And we used the gap statistic and elbow technique from to define the best number of clusters for the k-means. And these 4 groups were a cognitively preserved group, a mild visuospatial memory impaired group, a mild executive function and attention group, and finally a severe multi-domain group. And we also saw that for the mild verbal memory and executive function persisting speed, and for the severe multi-domain group, there was an association with a worse EDSS and with a cognitive impairment at 2 years. So it means that we should pay more attention to phenotypes and not just limit ourselves to the SDMT. And also maybe it's a recommendation for the clinic that at least for the screening at the first visit, we should include a complete examination with at least the MAC-THIMS or the Rouse battery to cover all the domains that are important in MS. At the moment, as I said, it's still an ongoing study. We are training different machine learning models, including also new data, because we want to get a model that is as generalizable and as stable as possible. Our final goal is to try to implement it into an app that could be used by clinicians from baseline to know from their raw cognitive scores to which phenotype its participant correspond to, and so to make maybe more informed decisions. And maybe this information might guide future monitoring and tailor the rehabilitation to the cognitive phenotypes. That's what we hope. Related to this project, we also have MRI images for a sub-cohort, and we are interested to look at which MRI marker can explain best each cognitive phenotype, including structural images, but also some network measures. We are testing different machine learning models, not just to cluster the participants into groups, but what we want to do is also to be able to stage them, to know that if a function is impaired first, later on they will develop something else, and so to know the trajectory of the cognitive dysfunction in each phenotype.